Okay. Hello, YouTube. It is the second day of this whole video logging thing, and today is push day, which means we're going to be doing bench. And gymflation is crazy because 100 kilos, 220 has always been like a dream for me. But now that I can do it for reps, it's like I have to get that 315. I have to get that 405. It's less body dysmorphia because at this point I'm just like convinced that my genetics are just average. But strength dysmorphia is like a real thing, especially with like just lifters in general. Strength dysmorphia is something that we should really be talking about because it really is like the driving force in making people ego lift. But the one thing I wanted to talk about was just the fact that nutrition in Southeast Asia, specifically in the Philippines, is still very much stuck in like that whole men's health fitness magazine craze where it's like people still think juice cleanses work. People still think just eating healthy works to like grow muscle, and people really don't get the concept of counting your calories. And as someone who used to study veterinary medicine, I know a little bit about the laws of thermodynamics and a little bit about anatomy and biomechanics. And so the body really just like follows the third law of thermodynamics, which is in a closed system, you cannot create nor destroy energy. It has to be taken from something. And so you can't just like magically think that if you're eating like a single piece of chicken breast, a few eggs, and some rice, and think that you're gonna grow muscle just because you're eating healthy. But, people think that because people are not well informed about nutrition. Which I guess I understand, but in a world where, like, we have cell phones that can basically do anything, we have laptops that are like multi-purpose for literally everything that you do. It's still confusing to me how no one really gets nutrition. Where macronutrients are very important in your body composition, micronutrients are important for your performance and your bodily regulation, but calories are important for, well, your metabolic rate and your weight. That's literally all it is. And I don't get how people don't understand the fact that you have to put in your calculations in a calorie calculator and then see how many calories you should be eating every day to grow or to lose weight. But I just hear everyone in my gym, specifically the newbies, and even some of like the experienced lifters say, no, just eat clean, eat chicken breast and rice and eggs, stay away from red meats, which, Sitch, I don't believe the shit that they say about cholesterol being bad for you. I don't I'm not like a seed oil nut where it's like, oh, get those away from me. I use seed oils for cooking, yes. But it's like I started feeling really good about myself the moment I started taking creatine, eating red meat, eating red meat, and having natural, uh, unsaturated fats in my diets. Butter, milk, like egg yolks. I don't know what people think is wrong with cholesterol. Yes, it can be bad, but that's the case. But that's in the case of people that just aren't active at all. And in the first place, you're getting your cholesterol from saturated fats. Actually, I think it's the opposite, where it's polyunsaturated fats that are. Actually, no, it's saturated fats. Those are the ones that are like liquid in their like room temperature form, and unsaturated fats are the ones that are solid in their room temperature form, like lard, beef tallow, butter. And I don't mean like margarine or shortening or anything. I mean just like pure, fresh, like milk, non-vegan sourced butter. All right, I would never like. And in the first place, margarine doesn't even taste that good. It just tastes like sick, honestly. But yeah, the like health misconceptions in the Philippines is crazy. Especially because people still think that eating too much sodium gives you heart disease. That is wherein sodium is not linked to heart disease at all. The one thing that has always been linked to heart disease is lifestyle. A lifestyle that's inactive, that doesn't get your cardiovascular system working, is not a healthy lifestyle. That will lead to cardiac deficiencies. I don't get why people don't understand that. There's like a checkpoint here. Hold on. All right. I almost got in trouble for illegally. I'm gonna say. I just know I almost got in trouble for illegally possessing steroids. I'm kidding. That's the one thing that I don't like about the Philippines is that we are right next to Thailand and Vietnam, and it's really easy to smuggle in anabolic steroids. And I know a few people in the fitness industry in the Philippines who are outright just fake naturals. And you know what? I'm gonna call them out right now. I'm gonna call them out right now and like put them out in the limelight, mostly because. All right, continuing on from our conversation. It's not crack, don't worry. I'm natural, and a lot of other people are natural as well. And so I don't really like people pretending to be natural when they really aren't, with in a like society full of a whole bunch of misinformed people that will enable them because they don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just going to give out one example because, well, frankly, I don't like perpetuating falsities. His name is Jero, and his tag name is Kiffy Man, and it's so obvious that he's a fake natural because you cannot stay that lean for that long, and still be that strong. Like, it's so freaking obvious, but no one calls him out for it. because I mean, he's put in the hard work, honestly. But the fact that like he preaches his online coaching and he preaches like staying natural at all times, it's kind of a little on the nose, don't you think? That's obviously me talking out of jealousy. In all honesty, of course, like there is a little bit of there's a little bit of jealousy there, because like inherently as a bodybuilder, we're all competitive. But I don't like it when people cry wolf when they're literally the wolves themselves. I am like gonna get so canceled for saying that, and there's probably gonna be like a whole stitch around this. Smart Fit, go feature me. But in general, I really don't like how misinformed we are. And in general, I don't like how much people just think that nutrition is this like really, really simple thing where you just have to eat clean and eat chicken breast and like take all of this stuff. It's a little more complicated than that. Nutrition is complicated. So you have to find ways to simplify it, I guess. But at the same time, you still have to be responsible for it. Much like how lifting is complicated if you make it complicated. So you can just simplify everything to just calories in, calories out. Macros, macros reached, macros not reached. That's really the whole thing that I think that people are missing. Because for so long, people have perpetuated these lies of uh, things being high in calories. There's a thing in 7-Eleven called a fit bar, and fit constitutes, recovery. And having like substantial nutrients in it, it only has like 3 grams of protein for like 16 grams of carbs. I guess it's good as like a carb source, but there's no dietary fiber in it at all. Barely, actually. There's a little bit, but there's barely. There's so much sugars in it, and I'm not gonna be like those conspiracy theorists that say, "Oh, sugar makes you gay." Oh, refined sugar like messes up your hormones. I'm not that type of guy. Dude, if I believed all that shit, I would be like stuck in my room just doing push-ups. Hello, Mike Israel. um, but in general, I just wish people would do their research, because fitness is not a hobby. Like, being fit takes so much. And people just think that they can, like, get fit, get strong in, like, the span of months. Where I've been training for 3 years and I still don't feel good about myself. How about that? I don't know. Yeah. Um, I guess it really just boils down to the fact that people just don't want to know, because they just don't want it enough. And like, a lot of people are very vain, and I get it, but at the same time, if you're gonna do this, you gotta do this for yourself. You can't do this for the girls. You can't do this for your girlfriend to like look good in the beach, because like, what if she goes away and then that's all of your literally all of your like motivation gone, it shouldn't come from a place of motivation. It should come from a place of self-hatred. Hate yourself to the point of changing is what I always tell everyone. Because loving yourself means forgiving yourself. Self-care can also mean self-hatred, because hating things is inherently in our nature. If you hate the way you feel, if you hate the way that you look every day, then at some point, that hatred is going to turn into discipline to make you change. And so everyone says practice self-love. I hear everyone say this. And practice self-love when really all they do is self-indulgence. Self-care should be taking care of your own body so that it can go on, be active, and like risk-free and healthy. Like you should be able to run a mile without like being tired. You should be able to lift your body weight without problem. And you should be able to like go through a 9 to 5 work day and still have enough time to like lift so that you can better take care of yourself for the future. And that comes not with self-indulgence, but with self-hatred and maybe a little bit of insecurity. Because those negative emotions are a good thing. Too much positivity in yourself can lead to, let's face it, obesity, which is something that I think should be, well, something I think like should be prevented before like it's too late, because we're like slowly turning into America here. There's so many people like overweight. I used to be overweight until I figured, hey, I'm 96 goddamn kilos and like 33%, 36% something body fat. We should make a change because I hate this. And so, like through the pandemic, I basically just like went from 96 and then down to 70 through just a psychotic crash diet. And then that led me to this beautiful little journey. As another like aside though, I truly do think that the Philippines can turn into another fitness mecca. Mostly because we have the Asian genetics to be aesthetic, but at the same time, we have like the genetic footprint that lets us be, we have the genetic footprint that lets us be decent enough from the back so that we can have like a really balanced physique. My calves look great. Like yesterday, I was looking through my pictures, like, God damn, I have really nice calves. Maybe not in like bodybuilding standard, but it's I'm proud of it. I grew that. That's mostly, honestly, it didn't grow from like the 3 years. It grew because I got fat. So it's just like, at the same time, when people ask me how to get big, like me, how to get strong, I'm just like, you see that, you see that like that pack of junk food, locally sourced by Jack and Jill? Yeah, they put so many calories and so many like added nutrients in that to get you to stop being calorie deficient. So eat your junk food, eat your protein, eat your rice, have some oil. Just generally eat big to get big. It's that simple. You gotta eat big to get big. Rich Piana. Like, I don't get why people have to think that fitness is some like thing where you just eat clean and everything figures it out for yourself. It's a lifestyle, it's a commitment, it's a lifelong commitment to yourself that you're gonna take care of it, and so I don't want anyone else compromising it. Especially for themselves, because that's just self sabotage. You have no one else to blame. And if you blame anyone else, then that means you're probably a narcissist. Which is a lot of people, honestly. But going back on topic, today is push day. And that means you're gonna see some. Hopefully, we're gonna have some like exciting stuff. And hopefully, Adrian is here so that like we can have a little bit of a talk about, I don't know, some random things that might like be of entertainment to you guys. I'm close to the gym, and so I will see you inside, where we're gonna do a little taste test for pre-workout, which is I'll show you later. See ya. Hello, once again. Well, not once again. Adrian's not here, so I guess I'm gonna have to do this review solo. Um, as usual, we're going to use Celsius. I know. I think I might be a little addicted to Celsius. I'm not gonna lie, but you already know how it is. I'm not gonna like add on any like pump. I don't really advertise people to take like nitric oxide or anything like that. Because in general, if you need like stimulants or like pump product, nitric oxide, thinkamine, glycersize, all that shit to like have a good workout, then you're just not gonna have a good workout without being like overtly hydrated. I don't know. This is the berry flavor stick. Let's give it a taste. Tastes like berries. What can I say? I'm gonna get stretched. Let's push some weight, I guess. First set is gonna be bench, and let's show you what it takes to reach the promised land, I guess. Yeah, my goon is nowhere to be found. I think I'm gonna have to ask someone for a spot or something. Let's go ask. I'm gonna ask. I think that guy. I'm gonna trust for a spot. I don't know. I guess. But yeah, can I get a spot on the bench? All right. There we go. Just dismount. Shoot.
How many repetitions?
I think let's try 6. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let go, let go, let go. I got it.
One more.
One more. Yeah, nice. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This is yours, brother?
No. Oh yeah, that one. Thank you. count it as 5, but yeah, still pretty strong. I forgot to like lock out my legs on the first 2 reps, and so a little inefficient, but overall, at least it was a working set. And I will do a reverse pyramid down to I think 90, and then do like 6 reps or 8 reps of 90, whatever, whichever one comes first. I'll see you on shoulder press. As a rule of thumb, I always like going heavy on shoulder press, mainly because when you go really heavy on shoulder press, your side delts and rear delts take over. And so 27.5 kilos sounds good enough for me. I need to do at least 6 reps for, you know, a growing set. I don't know if you can hear the song right now. I have like noise reduction set to max, but yeah, it's sad. I don't know if we're sad today. I don't really much know. Yeah, that's 8 reps. That's really nice. Ah, shit. Feels strong as hell today, huh? Gotta wrap this up and then overhead triceps. Here we go. As an aside, I really think that the smaller muscles respond better to volume. Meanwhile, the bigger muscle groups, your chest, your quads, your lats to some extent, they're really easy to grow through intensity. So it just goes to show you that like different muscle groups prefer different kinds of stimulus. And so I like having lots of volume on both my triceps and my shoulders. Meanwhile, I just do a whole load of intensity when it comes to the chest. But it can never help to do both for both smaller and larger muscle groups. So this is not a good angle. I'm gonna kneel down actually. Whoa. Gonna readjust. Because why am I doing this for angles? Oh, look who's here. That's much better. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Look who's here. Alright, I'm gonna mic this motherfucker up. Look who's arrived. Our cameraman. Why were you late?
I forgot to submit a file, which is on my computer. Malapit na ako sa gate namin. Then suddenly, something popped on my brain.
What the hell?
Kung nasubmit ko na ba? And the deadline is 12 p.m. I thought it was like 11:59 later.
What the hell?
Oh shit, go ahead. Go
Which one? Oh shit, sorry. You know what? Let's do the face cam. Look into the camera.
Hey guys. How's the mic?
It's really nice actually. It's too fucking bright. The next set is gonna be. You know what?
I don't like I don't like doing kneeling tricep extensions, so I'm just gonna make you record it. With this motherfucker hounding for dumbbells. What's your top set again?
What?
What's your top set again?
On what? 30? I'm supposed to be on 32 or 35 now if I didn't got injured.
I think
mean,
I probably could have done 6 on bench, but I got assisted reps. That's fine. I like the security, but I feel like I could have gotten like 6 clean, but eh.
well,
Anyway, I'm gonna go do the bench machine. As an aside though, I hate plate loaded machines because look at this. What the hell? I need to put like so much goddamn stuff in there. But again, intensity over volume for chest. Here we go.
deeper.
Yeah. Nice. I still hate plate loaded machines. I wish I could just do like bench all the time, but variety is important apparently.
Yeah.
Anyway, uh, this is a really nice machine because it's an incline converging press.
The
And I
only
really
shit
like
thing
it.
about it, you do it on neutral.
This is like it's like emulating the ones that Chris Bumstead does, where he just presses like this, and it like saves the shoulders. Anyway, 2 more sets of this, and then we're gonna go do upright kickbacks. My phone's almost dead, so I'm just gonna record this, and then I'm not gonna record lateral raises. I'm just gonna go straight to like recording the dips like after, and that's gonna be the finisher. I'm stupid. I forgot to charge my phone. But yeah, here we go. I don't like going to failure on isolation exercises, mainly because it's a pain to go to failure on like twice. That's a lot of fatigue. But I usually just go like one, not one, I mean like 2 or 3 RIR usually. I'm gonna finish this up and then I'll see you on dips. I'm gonna do lateral raises as well. I'm not skipping anything, but it's just my phone battery is about to goddamn die. At least 4 reps of dips with their own body weight, so that they can like pick themselves up when they're like about to like get blown off of a cliff or something. But yeah. Come on, one more. Ah, nice. Yeah, I wish I had a weight belt. That's the last exercise. I'm gonna finish this up, and then hopefully we can cool down, and then I'll see you in the car. Peace.
It's safe to say that classes at night are an absolute fucking bore. But at the same time, going to the gym at night is like Russian roulette. Because when the people that are like, in general, going to the gym at like 6 p.m. is not something that I would recommend because there's too many people. There's like influencers doing their stuff, you know. There's coaches doing their coaching gigs. And so I would never recommend anyone go to the gym at 6 p.m. But classes at 6 p.m. is almost like saying, yeah, we don't care about your mental health. Like, you go to class because you have to, and whatever. You can go sleep at like 1 a.m. after finishing up your homework, which is kind of a little BS. I don't know. I'm heading to class, by the way, if you guys didn't know why I was rambling like that, but yeah. There's a sort of like feeling of, I wouldn't say doom, but like dread at the end of the workout where I know like I have to go to class and I have to mingle with people who don't understand the things that I do and don't care about the things that I believe in. And I just, frankly, I don't care for it. Like, the subject code is understanding the self. I understand myself perfectly. I don't get why other people have to understand themselves. But meh. In general, I really don't think that college is that exciting for me. It was exciting the first 2 years when I was still in La Salle Araneta because I was in the metro, I was doing stuff, but that honestly, partying, drinking, going out, and chasing women doesn't really much appeal to me anymore. Because I hated the way that I felt every day, even though I looked better than I do now. But I just hated waking up knowing that everything that I did was for some superficial benefit. And that's precisely why I'm doing this series, because way back when I had people taking, like, making sure that I was kept accountable, but now I really don't have anyone to keep me accountable. So the only person that can keep me accountable is myself. And I'm not gonna go all parasocial like, you guys keep me accountable, oh my god, but like, this really does like help me sort of vent out some of my feelings that I don't say to anyone else. It gives me an escape to like be in the place where I feel comfortable in again. Because I'm not really that big of a fan of my university because it's a bunch of people. Hold on. Aaron Klein, okay. Because it's in a university where, I'm not gonna lie, there's a whole bunch of people that are just there because they have to be there. don't know. Chest days are weird in that if you do chest day, like the last thing, it's a whole event, and you go home like all hype, like you did well, you're gonna be sore, but you're gonna love being sore. But if you do it like first thing, and then like you still have stuff to do afterwards, everything just feels like a low. It just sort of feels like there's nothing else to look forward to. Because there is nothing much else to look forward to. I'm not looking forward to class. But at the same time, you still have to do it because, well, it's your obligation to finish college so that you can sit at a desk job and slave away your life to your corporate overlords. I don't mean to get all like Johnny Silverhand, but if it were me, if it were me, I would try to find a way to like control my own destiny. And in a way, the gym is sort of something like that. Because the only thing that really matters in the gym is whether you show up or not. As always, I'm not gonna end this in like anything philosophical because I'm not a philosopher, nor am I trying to influence anyone. I hate the term influencer. I don't think people on the internet should be allowed to influence anyone's lives unless they have like a degree or a dedicated reputation to the craft that they're trying to preach. So I'm just gonna leave this episode like this. The only thing that you can really control in your life is yourself. Your body is completely subservient to you. And so, if you tell your body, we're just gonna rot, we're just gonna stand there, be dead inside, it's going to die. People say self-care is taking time off for yourself. That's just self-indulgence. I'm not gonna lie. Self-care is preparing your body for the difficult times that are going to come. I think that's been lost through all of the whole like conversations of toxic masculinity and, well, trying to like tell men how to be men, where it's like it's okay to cry. They say it's okay to cry, it's okay to be weak. But the problem with that is if you're not prepared for the hard times that are going to come, if you don't have a springboard, well, let me just tell you, all of that vulnerability that you're showing towards everyone else, no one else is gonna care. Take care of yourselves. Not through taking time off, but through honing your body for the difficult times to be. Yes, I'm aware that's a quote from Kyriakos Grizzly for the difficult. But it is true. Preparing your body, preparing your mind for the difficult is one of the most important things for self-care. And I think people just forget about the fact that used to be the point of training, of just physical exercise. And I really do hope that there are less weak men in this world when I wake up tomorrow. Because me personally, I'm done listening to everyone telling me who to be. I'm done to people telling me how to be a man. Because the only people that actually know how to be a man are men. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But to end this video, I simply want to tell you, keep going. The only thing that you can do to care for yourself is careful preparation. You can indulge a little bit. You can be a little bit, a little bit cheeky with that piece of chocolate, but remember, keep everything in moderation. You can smile, you can cry. Hell, you can show people the gamut of emotions that you have, but the most important thing is that you are prepared to deal with it yourself, because there are times where no one else will help you. Thank you very much for watching this episode. I will see you in the next one.